welcome to another race of the Shell Pennzoil series. Don't expect me to be talking as much as I used to because I can only hear out of one earphone. So
Okay.
I'll do the starting grid since we do not have Trixman here today. On the front row, you have Kyle in the number 7 and Daniel Boyles in the number 35. Row 2 will be Nikki in the 42 and Dale Apache in the 47. 19 of Ebenezer Slood, and the 5, which is being driven by Loading today. Pendry McHarrold in the 28, and Zawolf in the 12. The 75 of F1 Guy and the 18 of Soccer. Dudes Casper Neves in the 91. Alongside him is Sean Ard. Exo in the 10, and Dr. Pepper Pog in the 33. Kenyon filling in for Coley, who is gone now. In the 38, and that's who's outside is Commander Rick. MMA in the 16, and 92 of Xavier. Jaden in the 17, and Quad Kid Boy in the 78. Mark Games in the 6, and Bailey Parker in the 4. And Quadruped in the 36, and the Outlaw in the 88. 95 of Warrior Cat, and the 1 of Watermelon. Then Dominic Luba, we don't have contingencies on this car, we'll have him next week. In the 51, making his first start, and Patrick Miller, who's outside. 83 of Looney, and 23 of Burn down. 97 of Moth, and 73 of Floppa. Towards the back, Jessica, and 98 of Zevel on backfield inspection. Lucky Noko in the 11, Matthew Hill in the 90, Trixman in the 56, and Manuel in the 20. Let's get to it. Yeah?
Oh.
Just
A moment.
pause stream for a second.
Uh-oh. Well, right back. We'll be right back after these messages.
Don't worry, I can do this.
Okay, I am back. Apologies for that.
Elevator music.
So we're going back racing and at Road America. So originally Bahrain, but we don't talk about that. But we have
The information on the track.
32 laps around Road America. Most races here are pretty interesting to say the least, and hopefully it's another interesting one today, as Kyle will lead him off in the turn 1 with the 35, 42, 47, and 18.
Should be a good one. So they go up the hill.
Wait for that green flag.
Still. And now. Green.
Rewind turn 1 already with Sean Hart on the very bottom of that. Trying to make it 3 wide with Soccer and the F1 guy. But to no avail. Soccer got pretty loose out of the corner. Almost tagged him. And now 3 wide with the 5 and the 42. Now the 5's going to take some spots. Might get past the 35.
And as you see, they are not getting any ways organized once you get to around the middle of the pack, but once you get to the front of the pack, they're starting to go single file.
Right about that, as we see usually lap 1 incidents happen right here, and there's contact. 48, I believe, and running into the back of somebody. Couldn't tell who that was. As
somebody went wide. All the way in the back.
Check to see who that is. Looks like the 95 of Warrior Cat. We'll have to see the replay quickly. Of what
Like there was
happened.
another car.
Oh, looks like he got
Sure that. Oh, we get a car spin.
Looks like the 83 and then the accordion effect knocks up into the 95. And they're still trying to sort things out. Dr. Pepperpog almost putting F1's guy 3 wide. And through the long right-hander, Kyle still leads over Dale Apache, who's gone for second.
This long right-hander also has a lot of opportunities to make mistakes.
Well, if you dip one a tiny step of your rubber wheel into that grass area, you will go wide and pretty
Possibly into the wall.
And look at an aggressive move from the 19. He's gonna go 3 wide on the 12 and the 28. 2 for 1 special.
2 for 1 special at McDonald's, baby.
And they're still gonna keep it 3 wide. The 28
2 for 1 special at McDonald's, baby.
Oh! And the 19 passes 2 at once. TMS teammates continue to lose a couple more spots. Now it looks like they're about a mile out. The 28 top right in front of the 12. And it looks like the 7.
And the 7 will lead the first lap.
Yep. And side by side with Billy Parker, Commander Rick, and the 17 of Jaden. And side
He's
by
going to
side
go wide.
couple cars running wide back there. And looks like the 78 running wide right there as well. That's going to allow Captain Evans to get maybe get an opportunity to make some more spots. TMS teammates side by side, and Dr. around zone. Zone might send him back down the inside. Doesn't look like he will. Looks like he's gonna give the bumper to the 33, but
Just too late. If you want to move somebody out of the way, you got to do it right on entry.
right. Further back, still dicey back here. Truex man has made him a lot of spots. He's going from, what is it, second to last? Passing Jessica right now, runs a little bit wide right there off the curb. Still to the inside of Jessica, which will quickly turn to the outside.
And there's a reason they have it slightly paved over there. They know some cars are going to have to make it wide or else they will not make it through the corner.
Checking through the long right hander once again. No issues so far from anybody. But up front, the leaders are still basically running at their own pace. Looks like the times are staying basically the same between Kyle, Dale Apache, Wills, and Logan. Top 4. And Nicky fell back. Now here comes Squad Kid Boy trying to go around the outside of the 12 with Sawyer. Harvey forced to the outside of BP. And now the force returned to the inside. Oh, and one car off.
Oh.
That's a 16.
Way off.
And another car off back there.
Careful. He's got to be careful.
And it looks like they will rejoin safely.
They had to be careful on that exit. I mean, on that merge.
You're right, as the 35. Oh, he tried to go. It looks like he was trying to maybe prepare himself for a move and lost the nose big time. That's going to
The 5 is going to take advantage.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's 25 is loading. He will go up to the 3rd position unless Royals is going to send it back down the inside. Doesn't look like it.
And that was a clean pass. I mean, he just took advantage of the 35. Just not having the best entry into a corner. As you see the 10 bumping into the 12.
And now the 78 sitting right behind the 10. Pretty good battles playing back. As you see some dirt right here. I'm not sure where that's from.
Just people going wide.
Check and see there, because I'm crazy about when there's dirt up, because I always think there's a crash somewhere.
No, they just went wide.
Wait. Wait, did someone crash? No.
I don't think so.
Whatever. So, anyway. The 7 looks like he's kind of stretched the gap between him and the 47. 47 trying to go for his 3rd win of the season. He's been on a tear these past couple weeks. He won
I don't think it's a good idea to be in a few of these corners side by side, but I mean, with these wide corners, it's perfectly fine.
Right, but the 18 looks like he's going to have that advantage down the front stretch, getting dragged off of other cars.
He's also going to have uh, gravity on his side, but so will the uh, 26. But the entry is going to go to the 18 exit, maybe the 18 as well, but
Oh, looks
no,
like
goes
the
wide.
26 clears him. Now 26 up to, looks like that is, oh, 18 off.
Oh,
Looks like that's a 7th position.
looks like a similar situation to what happened to the 35.
Yeah, just lost the collision there. Looks like that's what's going to be also tricky for all these guys to get around. Now 33 trying to go around the outside into the hairpin. Just send it deep. Is he going to put the bumper to the 18? Oh, the 18 put the bumper to back to 75. That's tricky.
Oh, great, there was a battle to not be last, and I was in it.
And Pennzoil also up to 9th. And now it looks like the top 5 have seemed to be not caught up to each other. Actually, the 47 I think might be reeling into 7th. Slowly but surely. But that 5 is also reeling into 47. But sadly, we don't have our strategist VP in the today, so we don't know what the number is.
I'd probably feel like it'd be, I mean, probably, if you look at it, it's about a 4 mile long track. So it's going to be using up a lot of fuel with all of the getting onto the gas and getting off the gas.
Check it out right here. Yep, 4 miles this road course is.
So it's going to be really crazy to see if they can, like, just make it through the corner and
Yep.
with getting onto the gas maybe a little bit later, getting onto it earlier, and that's how you're going to gain on people, and that's also going to be a big factor on if you run out of fuel or not.
Yeah, and remember, 4 miles, you got a lot of time in just one lap to gain up to somebody. Remember, a lap here is about, if not a little over 2 minutes.
Yeah. You see the last lap on the 7. Looks like, yeah, just a little bit over. He set a personal best last lap, at 2 minute 3.97. Looks like that
And
7.
and the more fuel you're using up earlier you're going to have to pit, I feel like you're probably going to have to pit around maybe 10 to 15, around that.
So maybe halfway through the race.
Not too much fuel in the cars. Pit strategy is going to pay a big favor, as you saw in the truck race at Sonoma,
And it's a matter of also not getting caught up in possible future incidents.
which also came into play in Sonoma, as you saw in that race. The 24
Oh.
got into another car that was exiting. 33
Yeah, that was
almost
close.
went off.
Wait, I see some dirt over there. Okay. Someone
That's
went off
just a
there.
little bit of kicked up dirt. Yeah, but they're not there, so they kept going.
Oh yeah, someone did go off, I think. Oh shoot. Oh, that was a
Oh,
23. That was a 20. Oh. We didn't see that.
is he still there though?
Let's see.
He's still on
Looks
the.
like he got pressured by the 73.
Oh yeah,
Wall.
wasn't ready for that. Hard in the
Oh,
wall.
yeah. That's gonna be a caution. He was stopped. So yeah, that's gonna be our first incident yellow of the race.
And this probably can be a good opportunity for some of these guys to pit, but I'm not sure.
I mean, we are like a few laps into the race, but hey, we don't know. Some of them might have already used up a lot of fuel, some might have not.
And it also gives you an opportunity to just top off.
Right, and you kind of jinxed it because we were right there. We were talking about mistakes that these guys were making, and the mistakes that these guys could have made. And it looks like that first mistake has been made of this race, and it takes out 23 of Burn It Down.
That was a lot of just the aggression kicking in.
So it is 7, 47, 5, 35, 42, your top 5 as of this caution.
And then the rest of the top 10, 19, 26, 28, 75, and the 18 round out your top 10. As I'll be right back.
So it looks like to be a mostly Chevrolet dominated top 10 right now.
But we do got a couple Fords leading this race.
And we got a few we got a couple Toyotas here in the top 10 as well. Everybody trying to get situated.
Just waiting for their spot to get open up. But not bad. Not a bad showing for the 7.
Holding off somebody who clearly might be close to being who's probably almost on the cusp of being called a road course ringer in the Shell Series.
Oh yeah, and look, everyone's
And they're all pitting. What did I say?
Looks like that fuel strategy really will matter. It looks like everyone's gonna hit. Will anyone stay out?
Just watch the entry.
Doesn't look like anybody will stay out.
I don't know. I've seen a few people make stupid moves and stay out at the worst times.
It's gonna be a race on pit road then, because it looks like everyone's pretty much pitting.
Whose crews will do the best?
Well, that 7 has the first box, so or the last box on pit road, so he might have a little bit of advantage. Because that last box on pit road really does help you out.
But it's also one of the worst when you're trying to get into your stall because you're going slowest for the longest until everybody's exiting.
And you see the 7
But
looks
a
like
quick stop.
Two tires for the 7.
47
strategy.
going with full 4 tires and still comes out second on pit road.
Wow. Big cluster back there. Oh, is there contact? Hey, I think the 92 has damage, does he?
Can't tell.
Yeah, I can't tell either.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Somebody has it. Oh, but the High Point car. I saw he had. No,
that's
Rackley. That was
the
Rackley.
The Rackley, yeah, it's Looney. Looney has damage. We were just talking, well, it's a very tight pit road here. Not like Indianapolis standards, but still.
This track is made for IndyCar and sports cars, so that does make sense, but
Let's check it out, see what happened here. Actually, no, he had.
I think that might have been when the caution came out.
So
Might have been when the caution came out.
Must have been a stack up. So that damage was already there.
Yeah, because they were all trying to get situated, and I mean that just doesn't end well for some of these guys.
So anyway, we're going green this time by.
And 23 is out of the race.
Only retirement of the race so far. As heading through the final quarters, it's going to be Apache versus Kyle. Who will get the better start? Will it be Kyle again or Apache?
He's in a different lane. I think Apache might get it this time.
See it right here.
The pace car is on pit road.
Waiting for that green flag to fly once again. Here we go. Still waiting for the restart zone.
And here we go. Rev it up for restart.
And we're green.
Even restart.
Very even.
Yeah, but I think the inside lane is going to definitely pay off. What if the 10 makes it 3 wide? Looking. Not going to do it. In fact, they are 3 wide. Or just were. Got it a little bit spilled out.
47 will take the lead. The 10 side by side with the 7 for second. And it is.
They're really aggressive on this restart.
Yeah, they're getting really aggressive. You see, will we have another stack up in the turn? Into the hairpin.
To the Larson spin corner.
Oh, the 18 almost got dumped. Oh, and the 91
Oh!
had contact. I think
The
that was
51. 51 made contact.
Looks like no damage
51 just joining the series now.
So has the driver who's in the 91 for this race.
And
So a couple first timers.
Yep. Getting together. Looks like a play after the first restart lap. But anyway, they're going to keep it clean through this long right-hander once again.
Can we just pass Canada corner or no?
I don't know.
But anyway, the 47 now pulls away. Now the 10's up to second. So Kyle was really the big loser on that restart.
That all had to do with what lane he was in. I mean, he didn't have the inside lane for turn 1, and that just really screwed him over. And you saw that the 10 took advantage after taking a peek to see if he could make 3 wide, and then decided not to.
Context!
Oh,
and we got
whoa!
a wreck!
Oh,
Big wreck.
hard
That's
crash.
the 78,
The 33.
and another car was involved in that. I'm not sure who it was, but caution will be out again.
That one was big.
Oh, man. That's the first multi-car crash that we've seen today.
That was vicious.
Oh my god.
But they're still racing it back as Apache. No, Kyle giving pressure to the 10, and it looks like he's going to run wide. Here comes the 5.
It's the same mistake that lots of drivers have been making when they take a peek to the outside.
Yeah, well,
As the 5 is going to take advantage of another move like that.
Looks like Sid's going to have the inside line going down into the hairpin once again.
I'd be careful going into this corner. The 5 has the edge.
Oh yeah, he has the nose ahead. Still dead even.
And now he's going to have the inside for this corner, I think. No.
And still side by side. Now the 5 will have the inside for this corner coming up.
This is where the aggression kicks in. You know that the race is well underway.
Oh,
You want positions as the 5 is, and 7
And
is
you
off the
don't
track.
want to make moves like that.
and that
Yeah,
33
those
is
mistakes are
out.
really costly.
It looks like everyone else looks like they've kept it clean.
And the 10 proved that if you're right behind the leader, you can still get a good restart, and that's why they were battling so hard for third this early in the race.
Right. 47. We're just waiting for him to cross the line. So a long way till it's a long way till the end. We get to the end of the lap. We're coming up to the final corners. And Dale Apache gonna come across the line. Right here.
Gonna lead us back to the caution.
And with that bigger part of the wreck, the 78, he mainly hit like the concrete wall, which is not a good spot to be hitting. But first, let's look at what happened between the 91 and the 51.
Yeah, we'll look at that first. So it looks like on the restart, here we are. Looks like the 8's gonna go 3 wide. Forced it 3 wide right there.
There he is, side by side with the 51.
Looks like the 1 3 wide in the middle right there. See a 51 moves outside. 56 trying to make moves on the 51. No, I don't think. Let's see. Will it start here? Looks like the 51 got to that inside line, which was the out.
Looks like it might have just been a rookie mistake. Pretty sure it was.
Oh yeah, it was the 51.
Yeah,
And they were
it
close
was the
together going
51.
into the...
He also had the 56 right behind him. The 56
Yeah,
got
56.
damaged.
I think the 56 hit the 51.
He got damage from that though.
Hard on the brakes. Yeah, he hit the 51.
Oh yeah,
91.
the 51 was already into him, but not as bad.
But it looks
Then
like
you
the
just saw.
91 made a really good save though to keep that car straight.
Yep.
Let's go back and look at it.
But that save was crazy. I mean, he was pointing the wrong way.
Still safe. They managed to keep battling, which is good too. But let's see what happened between the 78 and the 33, because I know those were two of the cars involved. I don't know who the other one was.
It might have been the 18 who was the other one involved.
Not too sure. I saw the 19.
Or the 19. I just know it's a plain black Toyota, I
I see
think.
the 19 going down the inside. Looks like he's gonna make. He doesn't make contact with the.
Oh no, he slows up.
Yeah, he slowed up right in front of the right in front of the 30.
Oh,
Oh man.
78, and then the 33 right after it.
So yeah, it looks like the 19 was trying to go to the inside of the 18. 18 runs wide. The 33 sees the gap, and the 19 slows up right in front of the 33, and then the 33 ran into him down to the 78.
Yeah, and you just see that, and
Oh
bam.
man,
Oh.
that 78
And
hit.
while the 78 was hitting the 33, hitting the tire barrier, the 33 was hitting the same area of the tire barrier.
That 78 hit the edge of that tire barrier, which is probably one of the most vicious places to hit on the tire.
Yeah, but a hard hit into the concrete
Oh,
barrier
man.
as well. And it just catapulted the car back. Really dangerous spot to be.
Looking back at it.
Dogs intensify.
Oh man.
Oh! It's a hard hit. I mean, that's one thing you definitely would not expect.
Yeah,
33 wasn't expecting the 19 to slow down that much.
right there.
Definitely just a racing incident right there. I mean, it's just one of them racing deals. If you're trying to run your race, try to pass somebody, you gotta be careful.
Oh, mixed strategies this
But a
time
couple
around.
cars pitting.
Yup. The 10
The
pits,
10.
the 47 and the 30, the 5 stay out.
And just like that,
Mixed strategies.
strategies.
This could play a huge effect in the race.
You should stop the camera right there. See who stays out.
Looks like it'll be the 47, the 5, the 18, the 7. Wait, no, not the 7. The 18, 19, and the 8. Your top 5 on this restart.
And look who has made his way up front without pitting. The 51.
Yeah.
After just being involved in a slight incident.
Looks like he didn't get damage off of that. Looks like he's good to
Looks
go.
like he has a slight dent on the rear, but nothing to
Yeah.
be scared of.
Because rear end damage really doesn't matter unless you're on a really long run. That could hurt the tires and aero performance. But anyway,
So let's look further back in the pack, just a little bit.
Looks like the 26
Ooh,
did.
I think I stayed out.
Yes, you did.
Sexy. You heard nothing.
I did hear something. Anyway, fast forward. That's way too much. But green.
Anyways, who cares about turn 1?
And looks like the 5 got ahead. Oh wait, the 47 did. What the heck happened?
Where the hell did he go?
He got really bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
catapulted.
Oh, the 60 bumping the back of.
Is that a Mr. Beast car?
Yes. Sadly.
Hey, he's a good YouTuber. Okay.
So, yeah, now the 5 has the lead. Loading in that car, replacing Leo after he got banned for something. One car kicking up some nerds. I think that was the 12 47. But either way, they keep it clean. 8 runs really wide. Now it's the 19. Oh boy, that was close. He was dipping tires in the grass right there.
Yeah, and that's a really risky move to be making.
We've seen how the 23 ended his race by doing the exact same thing. Tire. So now the 18 giving pressure to the 19. These two are battling when the last caution happened. An incident that they just barely escaped. 18 got robbed of his first career Truck Series win back at Auto Club. Got pole at Rockingham in the Shell Series. Was pretty much the dominant car until pit strategy, a late race caution, played into effect. But he's running third right now, trying to get redemption for all the things that have happened. Looks like he's giving a lot of pressure to the 19, but will he send it deep into the corner? Oh yeah, looks like he's done the exact same thing as everyone else.
Yeah, and that's just a common mistake. And I mean, you gotta feel for them because that's a really tough thing to go through when you know that when you're making that mistake, but you just can't do anything to fix it.
Unless you can just get back up there and challenge again. Looks like the 75 bumping.
Contact.
I'm gonna go for a bump and run on him.
Not gonna work. Can't do the run part. Couldn't do half of it.
20 and 8 still side by side.
This is a pretty good cluster of cars back here battling. 51 trying to go to the outside. And
Whoa! 90 went off.
He just kicked up some dirt. He's fine. And the 51 running wide. Here comes the 40.
The 51 and the 12 went off.
Oh, that 11. He's hanging right in the corner tail of 40. Looks like the 40 will get left. Trying to stay on the inside, couldn't do that.
And look who's trying to peek on the 28. I mean, he knows just to wait for him to make a mistake or just make a move in a good corner, but that's really tough to do.
Former Texas driver, or Texas Motorsports driver Matthew Hill.
I'm gonna go side by side with the current driver.
Probably was about to go into the grass. He knew and just had to let off.
Top 6 seem to have fully separated from the pack.
Looks like that 20 and the 8 are still battling. The 8 just got ahead of the 20.
I don't expect the 20 to just let it go.
Oh, doesn't look like he ran that much wider, but still made a little bit of a mistake. The 12 getting pressure that he's gonna push him. Oh no, he's gonna bail out on him. Pretty entertaining battles going on back here. The 47 trying to pump and run the 6, but couldn't do the run part.
I mean, that corner is really hard to make a pass in, though. You really just have to send it in on the bottom and hope it sticks.
As the 12 is doing right now, looks like he's gonna have the outside. Will he dip a couple tires into the gravel? Oh, yep. Looks
All
like he
4
did.
tires into the gravel.
And he's gonna send it back down the inside. Oh, contact.
Oh, contact!
Oh, the 20 goes way off. Looks like that 20 thought he was clear and just didn't work out. The 12 was still there, but the 12.
We also got a couple
Way
battles
wide.
behind.
The 90 back
Oh, I
there.
think I saw a slight bit contact, but he clears him.
Yeah, the 90 got ahead of the 28. Looks like he has bumper damage. Not sure where that was from, but
Yeah, that looks like similar damage to what the 51 has.
and here comes the 28 trying to battle his former teammate. He's gonna have that outside line. He's gonna stay right there. Looks like he will. He's gonna have the advantage going down to the next corner.
Sir, the 90 and the 28 were not teammates in Shell. Yeah. Now the 28's gonna...
5 came down pit road. The leader
Oh,
came down pit road. Looks like you're
Fuel
talking about
strategy.
Yeah.
the fact that they stayed out, that's gonna give them a disadvantage, and he's showing it right here.
But here's the thing, hitting later is actually an advantage because
The other
all
cars
these
are...
other guys who made the undercut, they don't have as many laps on fuel after all the guys who stayed out.
Yeah, so for them, it's gonna be save, 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 or it's gonna be to just do as much as you can to get as many positions as you can. So when you do pit, you possibly have a shot to stay ahead.
Man, this 20, this the 90 and 28 have done awesome.
And they're really not going to let off. Really not going to let up from each other.
Really cleared the 28 now. More drivers who goes from there. Smoke was a dirt cloud. That's bad.
Sandstorm. Kidding. Actually, it is a sand trap, so that does make sense.
Here comes the 17. Reaching the inside of the 35 and the 10.
Oh,
Almost dipped some divers into the gravel. Oh,
gotta
almost
be
contact.
careful. Gotta be careful with
That was
that.
close.
Trying to take advantage of the 10 getting into the dirt, and that's just not going to be a good idea if you go that close and let off that late. Because if you do that enough, you might end up wrecking the other guy.
17 really lost momentum now. Here comes the 42 looking to his inside. Man, these guys are putting up some great battles. Let's see if there's any battles in the front. Oh, the 19 and
Oh,
18.
hitters.
The 75, the 6, the 47, the 8, the 12. Looks like everybody. Oh, we got one off.
Oh, car off.
This is 26. Looks like he's gonna
Gotta
get
be
out.
careful. Ooh,
It
slows
almost
down back.
It's all
He
those
gets
guys that
forced.
stayed out. All those
That's
guys that stayed
everybody.
out. Now,
Everybody who didn't pit under yellow.
yep, everyone who did pit under yellow will cycle out to the front. That
But they will have to pit later.
That puts the 10 car in the lead.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on that battle off Pit Road, though.
Yeah, we will. See it right here. There's, I think the 5's coming through. Here comes the 18.
In
The 19's
the
gonna get out ahead of
19.
him. Oh no, it's side by side. The 18
But that's
gets
not
out
really going
ahead.
to matter. In the long run, that won't matter because they will have the shot to catch back up.
So it looks like the 18 might get the lead if these guys pit soon.
Which
I'm
they
gonna
won't
say
pit
no.
soon, but they will
I
pit.
didn't drop my headset.
They'll have to pit. You can't make it to the end.
See Casper Neves hanging around the outside of the water pit.
Because I don't know if you noticed, they went on the pit road around what, lap 5 on that first run
Yeah.
once the yellow came out, and then now they're coming in on 16, 15. So
Different strategies.
that just means you don't have enough fuel to make it to the end as of now. Nobody does.
Yeah, so it looks like strategies that were played will come again because we have at least one more cycle of stops coming up. As the 10 way clear of the 35 coming from 42. 91, 26. Pretty good battle right here. The 91 running away from it. 26 might crossover. Looks like she's going to the inside. And the 42 pits, the 26 comes in with him. And the 36, the 4. 38, the 88, and the 95. More different strategies, Matthew.
We will see. Oh, yeah, this is really going to be a big effect. I mean, these pit stops are going to happen as random as you could think. But on these strategies, it's not random because they plan these out, and they will basically script what happens just in case. And I mean, it's similar with how their driving style will be. They can script if they want to be more aggressive. And I mean, NASCAR doesn't know yet, but they will know once this race is going on.
You're right, but let's see who the 42 will come out ahead of. Who's going to get ahead of the 82? Looks like he's going to get ahead of 40. Contact right
Oh!
there. Oh, wow, that was close. But he's going to go the inside of the 83.
Yeah, and the 40 is livid on the radio.
Oh, 40 is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the 42 is trying to exit while the 40 was coming by and almost merged into his lane.
Yeah. Not too sure what happened there, but we'll move on from that as going back into the front, however, the 18 is leading this group still, but the 5's giving him pressure because that 5 is on, he pitted earlier than these guys. No, he pitted later. Yeah,
He pitted later than the 18.
So he's on pressure tires. Is he trying to unlock
No, the
himself?
18 pitted later than the 5.
Oh yeah, wait, was the 18 in that pack that pitted that stayed out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
5
yeah.
was like the
5
only
pitted
driver
earlier.
that went down pit road.
Yeah, the 5 pitted earlier. Because he went on alone.
But he's giving the 18 some pressure right now.
Yeah, and tire fall off doesn't really completely matter at this track. It's more if you're going for the win, you just got to make sure you have enough fuel to get to the end, and none of these guys do.
You see some of the drivers. You see the 10, the 17, more drivers pitting.
I think right here it's going to be really close.
Oh, the 17
These
got
guys
10.
These guys that just pitted are going to be really close.
Oh. It's a cluster off the road right there. So anyway, the 18's still under some pressure from the 5, and the 19 just sitting behind them.
They're going to do whatever they can to not give in. I mean, you're getting near the end of the race, and you just got to race as aggressive as you can.
Yep, I believe we're over halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been, I think, since
We've been
16.
over halfway for about 2 laps now.
Yeah, since 16. 16 was halfway.
Now, the 5 trying to give pressure to the 18. 18 kind of ran a couple wheels into the grass. Can't make mistakes.
He's also got to be a bit careful about that.
Yep, you're right, as the 5. Still doing pressure that 18. He's not hanging back. Loading in his first ever Shell Series start. He was in the Truck Series earlier this season. Left the server. And now racing for our Motorsports, and he's looking for that lead.
It's going to have to be a really aggressive move, but I don't think you make it in turn 1.
Yeah, but again, common mistake. In turn 2, on the entry to turn 2, is cars running off.
That's exactly why you don't make the move in turn 1, because you don't want to make a mistake.
Wait, I don't...
Unless you want to force him into a mistake, because the 6 makes a move.
Wait, hold on. Has the 1 pit yet?
I believe he
Or even is the 1?
What the hell?
Oh, he just, yeah, he pitted.
Oh, he just exited.
He just
He might have enough. And if he doesn't, he'll be about 2 laps short, maybe.
possibly 3 wide on the turn 1. Second.
3 wide again.
Still 3
And
wide.
they made it through.
They were 3 wide for a second. That got intense. And now here comes the 5 on the 18. Trying to go around the outside. They're side by
But on the
side.
right, he was not in a good lane for that corner.
And now the 5 kicked up some dirt, and that's going to give the 18 the lead back. Let's check out that move.
And I told you don't want to be on the outside of a corner. Especially one that has gravel right on the outside of it.
Did he give him the bumper run? I believe he did. Let's see it. Braking zone.
Moved him.
Oh yeah, he did move him.
He
He
moved
did give
him.
him the bump and run.
But just not enough.
Looks like he got the better drive off the... Well, Soccer got the better drive off the corner. Now, but the 5 stuck his nose there.
Better entry there, and then just this corner.
Looks like the 5, yeah, he just ran out.
Be careful on these long sweeping corners.
Ran out of racetrack, has to back
And the 6 cleared the 19.
Yep, he did. That was after making a move into turn 1. And 5 is going to try again to bump down the 18, but keep this in mind. When these guys are battling, they're wearing out their tires more than the rest of the field who's single file. So that also could play a major disadvantage.
Yeah, but on top of that, you're also using way more fuel when you're up front.
Yeah, because clearly that 5 is pushing it right now.
Just when you're leading any track in general, if you're the leader, you're using up the most fuel. You can see it in effect the most on super speedways, but road courses is also a big factor of that.
Right. 5 still in the garage of the 18. 13 laps to go. At the line, the 18 is officially being scored as the leader. And turn 2, and that's not going to work for the 5. The common mistake again. Now, 6 might capitalize off of this.
47 trying to connect back with 4th and 5th.
75 maybe might be making a move on the 19.
You can see it. He's on his back bumpers. He's going to do the same thing that the 5 to the 18. Looks like it. Yep.
He will.
But he's not going to get the break off, and again, just the bump and run without the run.
75 got a.
Oh, he's still
Oh, wait.
Oh, he was able to hold on. It might not work. It ain't working.
did not work.
And the
No,
47 is caught up.
I think the 75 heard what happened to the 5 and just let off there. Didn't want to have
Oh,
any
he
similar
is moving
situation.
from top to bottom, top again to bottom again. He is desperate.
He really wants that position, but
Top 6
I don't
are
think he
all-
can find it.
Top 6 are all close to each other now. Within
Mixed drivers in a blanket.
Five still staying behind the 18. I think it'll come down to strategy once again. But that 5
Yeah,
definitely
because
has
you
to pass
cannot
the
make
car.
it. The only way any of these people make it is if they save a ton.
Right about that, and the 5 drove it in right there, trying to get some time. Looks like he has. These guys are all pushing like it's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and I mean that's just not the thing you want to be doing.
Especially when you're wearing your tires out. Looks like that 6 has been he's been strong all day. He's been pretty much sitting in the top 3 behind these
The
guys.
5 has also been strong all day. He's been up front the entire race.
Fastest lap does go to the 5, so yeah, the 5 is definitely the fastest car on the track.
Second
Been
fastest
making
lap goes to the
constant.
47. 5, 47, 91, 97, 42, 35. So, ooh boy, that might put up some strong competition for 4 out of the top 6.
Yeah, but the 5, he's been up front the entire race, and that definitely pays a huge factor. Oh God, I'm turning into Vince Welch and Rick Allen.
Oh,
Oh jeez. Gonna try to bump and run. It's not as effective as last time.
yeah, no. 5 is still getting aggressive with it though. And through the next turn, coming into one of the slower corners.
Here comes the
Now here's
6 who
yeah, the 6.
tried to separate from him a bit too early.
I don't
6
think
made
he's
the
gonna make the move correctly unless he gets right up to the bumper of the 5.
Looking back to the 19, the 6 got really close right there.
Once the 19 got past, it does not seem like he's got the same speed that he did.
Earlier in this race, yeah. It looks like that 18 is actually further away from the 5 now. Looks like that 5 pretty much burned his stuff up.
Yep, it's starting to take a toll on the 5.
Or maybe he's saving fuel. Always that possibility.
Oh, 5 coming
Oh, the
in.
5 is bidding.
The 5.
Yep. Yep,
I
it
think
wore out.
that's to make it to the end.
And that distracted the 75. Here comes the 47.
Yep, 47 down to the bottom, trying to go for.
Two drivers with a well-known history.
Looks like a.
But does this strategy pay off?
I think so, because he pitted before all the guys in the front. So.
Yeah, but that's what happened last time, and you saw he was not in the lead after that. So whoever comes out in front of him, if someone comes out in front of him, has to battle as hard as they can with him.
Yep, it looks like that would be the 18.
Yeah, but he might have to pit this next one. Or in the coming laps.
Here comes the 19.
Pretty sure this pack has all the cars that pitted before the others.
Yep. These were the ones that pitted before the guys in the back, and the ones that were also the ones that pitted after loading.
But they will have 10 to go when the leader crosses the line. So they got to be careful about that. You mess up on pit road now, your race is done.
Yep. But here's the thing, will they do what they did last time? We do not know.
Yeah, do they get split up?
They might.
Or do they all pit together?
Yeah, it comes down to if they do what they did last time, or if they try to change their strategy up a little bit. But it's 10 laps on a 4-mile-long track.
I feel like you would
Your
see
best-
somebody like just changing up their strategy last second to see if they have a better shot.
But it's 10 laps on a 4-mile-long track. Your best bet is to probably pit.
Oh, the
19
19 goes off.
Oh, that's gonna cost them. That's gonna cost them a lot.
They
Give
stayed out
Apache another
here.
position. And it looks like, yes, they are going to try and change it up.
See,
Maybe trying to get a bit more of a gap.
11 comes in. Does anyone else come in?
That's about all we have. It's the only takers.
Yep, 11 was the only car to pit in.
Looks like the 90 fell off a little bit. 28 was ahead of him this time.
5 just cutting out of the last corner.
Right behind the entire pack. Oh wait, no, I was just seeing things. 28 fell off. Or, man, I don't know anymore. I think I'm losing it.
Here comes, no worries. 75 still has a decent gap to 6. 6 has a pretty big gap to the 18. So that's Mark in the 6. Mark has been on a really long winning streak in terms of all 3 series, actually. Trying to get his first win in what seems like a while for anything. Out of all the series in the Fantasy Cup series, but let's give another shout out to Dom, who's running 10th right now, off of
First ever start.
yep. Might not be running 10th after pit strategy, but
He might
he's been doing pretty
be
good
up
so
front
far.
there. Yeah. For a first showing, it's really good than what's better than what others here can say.
Exactly. Looks like he will pit this time.
I mean, they'll have to pit eventually, and I think he is. He's slowing up.
Yep, and in comes
Here he
the
comes.
6 stays out.
6 is out.
75, 47, 8, 19. Oh, the 12 went off, and so he's
12 went off and stays out because he does not want to cross the entire track.
10 stays
51.
out. 51 comes in. 24.
28's in.
40, 83, 90.
Yeah, 90 goes on.
42 as
So
well.
this really split up, especially considering how the 6 went in with a lot of these guys. Now he is maybe trying to pit with the others.
Who wins the race off pit road?
I
Could
think
be
the
the
6 is
18.
just trying to ensure that he can make it. That's definitely the situation. The 6 really just wants to make sure.
Oh,
Oh my
contact.
god!
Oh, wow.
Contact?
Yeah, so 47 have damage from
The
that?
47, I don't think he has damage.
Oh yeah, he does have damage. Oh boy.
Oh,
That was the last thing he needed.
Oh.
oh. And that was just the slightest contact.
Looks like the 42, looks like he was entering, he was trying to go into his stall. The 47 takes a really weird line off of pit road, like literally drives a 90-degree angle. Then he goes out.
It's just a
and,
They were taking a weird line in a pit road too, so.
yeah. That's gonna hurt this 47's performance, definitely. And I don't think
maybe
he'll-
not,
I don't
but
think he'll be obliged to pit, but I think he's definitely gonna,
he doesn't have to. But
that damage is gonna be hovering over him, and the 5 gets ahead of the 18. So we were talking
and that
about
might
strategy.
have paid off. But what about the 6?
The 6, I think he's coming in this lap. There's no
He
way
has
he's getting
to.
out of that
He
one.
can't make it to the end.
After all this cycling out, it all comes down to one thing. If there's a caution or not.
And you can't screw up. Not even in the slightest.
And you've seen cars go off at the long right-hander, which is a very, it's a common spot to go off at.
It's a very intimidating corner.
5,
Yep.
that puts him to a couple seconds, so at least a couple seconds of the 18. A lot, actually no, maybe 6.
That is a few seconds over the 18.
And with the long right-hander, I mean that corner looks like it can be easy, but it is not easy because you have to make sure you're turning the wheel just enough and not too much
Here comes the
as the 6 is on.
It was blocked as well. And everyone else has stayed out, coming in a pit.
Even the 1 who pitted later.
There's the 5 staying out.
The 56 stays out too.
Right.
It's gonna bump him up. Can he win his home race?
Well, the 56 is a lap down, I believe, isn't he?
Oh.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
So is he ahead of the 5?
I don't know. Is he a lap
He
down?
is, actually. The 56, wait. Does this mean the 56 is in the lead right now? Oh, the 5 went
Oh.
really wide.
Goes
Oh,
up.
almost into the gravel.
Wait, go all the way to the bottom of the list.
Yeah, 56 is ahead of the 5.
Oh.
So that might put the 56 to the lead, actually.
Can he win at his home race?
Yes, this is home racing. Elk Lake, I think, Wisconsin.
Elkhart Lake.
Okay, Elkhart Lake, I was close. But Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And Trix
At least you knew Lake. I didn't.
Hold on.
As, that
And he has
56, I think-
damage from that contact with the 51 too.
Yeah, he still has that. It hasn't really been affecting him. Just a little bit of a hole in the hood on both sides.
Lucky that a lot of parts of this track are not high speed, because otherwise that would really affect him.
This part of the corner of the cake is high speed.
Highest speed you go on any corners of this racetrack. But it's really just more of a technical course. This track is more, it's not speed that wins this race, it's more skill.
Yep, and that 56 definitely showing some skill. The crew chief of that 56 showing some skill as well. Good strategy to put that 56
Arts.
in front. 56 is
But this opens up the question, did the 56 pit with the 5?
I don't know. Oh!
Oh, he's
Wait.
pitting, the 5 is also pitting.
Wait, why is the 5 pitting? Didn't he pit earlier?
What? Yeah, he did.
The 5 doesn't have any sort of... Wow, that's so bizarre.
Such an odd moment, but that
That
puts
might
the
just- that
18
might
to the
just
lead.
That might just ruin the 5's race right there.
And the
Yeah.
1 has had a long stop.
Did he have a lug nut loose or something?
Maybe.
Mistake by the pit crew, possibly?
Was he just following the 56 and just didn't realize that was the end of the course
No.
until it was too late?
but that puts the 18 back to the lead.
Never seen that happen before.
Yeah, either.
Did they make a mistake on the stop?
Not too sure, but whatever happened, that just ruined the 5 shot at winning. The 18 has 8
A commanding lead.
Yeah. About 2 seconds clear of the 6. He's under pressure from the 47. Took the helicopter cam, see how close they can get. Yeah, it's a really
Not
good
even on the
shot.
camera. Not even in the shot.
Taking further back here.
I mean, we'll see what the standings are when they cross the line this time, because now pit cycles should be done for the race.
Oh, the 47 gave a pretty good shot to the 6. 6 ran wide, tried to jack up the 47.
I mean, they're just trying their hardest to at least get second.
But what that 18 isn't hoping for is a yellow.
Yeah, if we get a wreck, then the 18 is just not in for a good restart.
But just note that the wrecks that can cause a caution aren't single car spins. They are wrecks that take the driver's engine
Take
down,
multiple drivers,
or just
make them start smoking, or make
Yeah,
them
like the
just
thing that we saw with
able to
the
move.
33 and 78.
yeah, because that was a huge incident. Took them both out of the race. Here you see the 17 and the 28 battling.
In the 90s battling the 91.
And a huge cluster of cars behind all these guys. In the 90, I think just pushed
3
the
wide.
up into
No,
the
not yet. Not anymore. Not 3 wide anymore. And I'm pretty sure that this is just... I mean, you want to be aggressive, but you just can't be too aggressive.
Hill started way back, and he's broken into the top 20. See a 16 defending from the 7. Back up to the front. And battle for second still continues as it's a 3-second gap from the 18 to the 6 and the 47. And the 47 trying to get that better exit once again. He's gonna try and hang it around the outside of the 6. Oh!
Oh! He goes wide.
He went way wide. That was not gonna work. He tried to make that work, but it just was not going to. Oh, wow. That 26 almost dumped the 40.
Teammates.
That was close as well.
And look where the 51 came back out. He came back out same position that he was already in.
10.
Good showing for the first time.
90 pushing the 98 down the straightaway.
It's probably going to change soon. But it seems like the 90s had really bad luck on road courses this season in Shell.
He was gonna start 10th off of pure pace, but then failed inspection. Along with 4 others.
Yeah, and that is a recovery for the 90 because he's all the way in the back and now he's battling for maybe, possibly top 15.
It's gonna be a hard task to get up to the top 15 though. As it looks like the 6 is kind of reeling in the 18 in the dying laps, but
I don't think it's
I
going to
don't
be
think
enough though.
Yeah.
Seconds behind. In this corner, I mean, these tracks have a lot of corners that if you make a mistake, you're losing probably a second. Almost a 3-second gap.
So yeah, just
Yep.
can't make much of those. The 88.
The 88 goes to the gravel.
The gravel right there. sending it to the inside of 4. Now on the outside of the track.
Bailey Parker trying to make the move.
And still side by side. Looks like the 88 might have the advantage to the next corner. Yep.
Yeah, he had the out on a fast corner. He can easily get a run, not turning the wheel as much. The 98 got around the 26. Huge lead.
And it looks like the 18 pulled away in the
Gained
last lap.
about 0.02
Yep.
hundredths.
Some hundreds. Oh, we got a crash! That's the 5 and
Hard
36.
crash. Oh my god, that's a
Exactly
hard
what
one.
the 6 and 47 needed.
That's gonna be a caution.
And now, likely in overtime.
That will be a caution. I think do we have another incident up there? No.
Is that an overtime worthy track? Do we even have overtime in
Yeah.
Yeah,
road
we do.
courses? Okay, I was just making sure for road courses.
We might better caution. So we have
Yeah.
But wow, that just changed everything. That 18, that two almost 3-second lead is gonna go down to nothing now.
And now, the anger is definitely going to be setting in because that was 4 laps
Four
for
laps
nothing.
for that 18.
4 or 5, something like that.
But yeah, that 6 just staying line there. That's gonna play in a huge advantage for him.
And the 6,
And
unless
the
they have
47.
pit strategy, the 6 will have the lead.
They're still racing.
But they can
back.
make it.
I think they're gonna go into overtime.
It's
Either
gonna
we
have
go
to
to
be.
overtime or have a 1-lap shootout.
Well, I have green white checkers on, so it will be in overtime. And the 18 across the line, he'll lead the race back to the caution. As you see the 5, his car is destroyed.
5 has major damage on the door.
And the hood.
On the driver's side door as well.
See what
It just
happened
adds
there.
insult to injury. But a tough break.
Looks like, we might have had some contact.
Contact with
straight line.
36? Yeah, right on corner exit.
Looks like the 5 was just running wide and then
Yeah,
Oh,
running
yeah.
wide, and the
Came
36
down.
wasn't expecting him to slow up. And oh my
man.
god,
Huge hit.
right in the
Yeah.
driver's side, and
Caught by
Fine.
the 36.
36 got him right in the driver's side.
Man, and that's a concrete wall too. That's not a safer
Okay.
barrier.
And the concrete walls will
Oh,
not
man.
take up most of that impact. When you have a concrete wall, most of the impact goes to the car and the driver.
Yeah, that's not.
Unlike the current safer barriers we have at most of these tracks, you would see most of the energy from the contact with the wall get taken by the wall. With this, mainly the driver and the car.
But man, that's gonna change up everything.
How the race changes.
Yep.
Looks like everyone
Oh.
stayed out.
And yep,
We
we
are
are
going
gonna have an
overtime.
overtime.
Yep. Overtime attempt number 1. It looks like we are going green this time by.
Don't forget, one of the last couple of restarts we had one of the worst moments for a couple of these drivers.
Yep, and the 5 is out of the race, unsurprisingly. But it's gonna be Mark and Soccer on the front row. Apache's in 3rd, Commander Rick 4th, and F1 guy 5th.
Now, these leaders are going to be really aggressive on this restart
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
anything for a win.
Yes.
This is gonna put on a pretty good show for these last few laps.
Does this mean we're the people that pitted later accounting for if we had an overtime restart?
so. But here we go.
By that time I'm hitting back then, really worked out for them.
Overtime attempt number 1. Coming to the restart zone. And we're
Green flag.
And the 6 gets a better jump on the restart.
A huge jump on the restart.
That's going to put him up in front of the 18. Here comes the 8. Trying to get to the inside of the 6, and now the 18 is going to lose out.
The 18, oh my
Second.
God.
Oh! Contact and a huge crash in the back.
Oh my
Huge
God,
wreck.
the 90 with a huge hit.
It's a pile up, and we will go into another overtime attempt.
28 and a huge crash. It's a stack up on the racetrack.
Oh, wow.
And how this race is playing out will end in another restart. That's the second restart today where we've had a wreck.
Yup, and you
That
see
was.
24.
I have not seen a ton of hard hits before in my
I've
life.
not seen that happen at this racetrack before.
I mean, we all knew that they were going to get aggressive on the overtime. It looks like they all did, and then unfortunately it resulted in huge hits in that crash. You see Dominic Luba going past Dale Apache.
Oh my
Up
God.
to 5th. Goes to 51.
What a rookie appearance.
And the 6 is going to take the lead, and I don't know where the 18's in 4th. So he might have another shot. And we will go into another overtime attempt.
I don't think that
You
we
see the 40
stay
destroyed, the
green on the
19's
next
destroyed
one.
as well.
75.
Oh, the 56 and the 90
56
are
and the
just
90.
crashed. And they're both going to have to reset. Wow.
That's just really.
That was crazy.
And the 90 is livid with the 56 on the radio.
And undoubtedly, but we're going to have to look back and see what happened. As side-by-side for third between the 12 and the 18. Who's going to get it? At the line, looks like the 18 by a nose. Gets it.
Hey,
It's the 12.
So he'll
But
be
that
on
puts
the
Leeds
inside
into
line.
the outside for the restart.
Actually, yeah, you're right. He will be on the outside for the restart. But wow, that was a whole. I have to look over that whole sequence
It
of
was a
events right there.
clusterfuck.
See it right here. Not sure how this all started.
Do we know how that
And
all...
we see the 90 goes 3 wide, makes an aggressive move. And then the 40
It was
No, it
right
wasn't
there.
started by that.
28.
The 90 let off.
Oh, actually no, oh my
Yeah, that
gosh.
was in front of them. That was the
The
75.
75 and the 19 had got the first.
Come
Oh
on.
my goodness. Looks like
near flip.
Looks like the
20.
20, it looks like he didn't expect the 75 to slow up, and it looks like, oh man, he turns the 75 into the 19. Oh!
Oh my God, and then the 90, nowhere to
And then the
go.
75 gets T-boned by multiple cars. Oh my goodness.
The 90 was the first impact there. Nowhere to go.
That tire wall completely stopped the car. Like, it just completely stopped and then flung it back out onto the racetrack. 91 barely
Let's
escaped.
see how
Oh my
fast he's going
goodness.
before he hit the wall, though. From about a little bit over 100 miles an hour, right down to 27.
And then
Just like that.
the 40 huge hit into that back end. Those are some huge hits right there.
That's the second road course in a row where the 90 has gotten wrecked from other people wrecking.
And we all knew it was going to get aggressive from right there. Let's watch on board with the 28. Oh, shot flip.
Oh. That's the case for a lot of these drivers, just nowhere to go.
We'll try on board with the
And
40.
the huge
40
pileup.
The 40 hit the 75 hard.
Oh! We should see the number 90 because he had a really hard hit.
And then the
And
90,
we also have to see what happened to him after that.
Yeah, the 90 of the 56 had an incident later on in the lap.
90 was a slower
Oh.
car, but the 56 just ran into him.
But yeah, it looks like the
Just ran
56
into him.
looks like that's exactly what happened.
He just changed lanes and
Yeah,
ran
he
into him.
just ran into him. That sent the
Did he
both the
run?
90 and the 56 56 off.
Wait, it did look like.
90 pissed.
Wait a minute, did the 90? I'm starting to say. Because of the way he slowed down. Oh, don't tell me he ran out of fuel.
No, he was slowing down because he had damage.
Yeah, had
He was
damage
trying to get
and
out of the way of the
corner.
leaders, and yeah.
Yeah, and the 56 definitely not accounting for another car there.
Looks like they're both gonna reset because they got beached into the gravel. Man, that just changed everything. That's gonna leave
Really
the 6
did.
in the lead. With the 8 in second, the 18 in third, a little stack up. But wow, that's tons of cars wrecked. But will we see the white flag next time by? Can these
How many
guys make
cars
enough
for
fuel?
DNF? That's what I want to know.
Oh wow.
Oh, the 90 and the 56 are both DNF'd after that.
The 40 and the 19 and the 75 are undoubtedly DNF'd after that. It's gonna be overtime 2. And my reshade stopped working.
Amazing.
Hate this.
Love that.
Anyway. Here we go. Pace car's gonna be in once
10's
again.
definitely going to get a better start.
Yeah, well maybe we saw an even restart on one of those restarts. I think it was the second restart after the second caution. But here we go.
But this is where the aggression kicks in.
Wait for that restart zone and green flag.
We're back. The
Gets
6
advantage,
is a
but
bit of a better one.
the 7's the
Oh my
next
God.
inside. Look at the 88 down on the inside.
He's going to be careful about that. The 18 also making a move.
And the 10 still
You got to be
hanging
careful
inside.
though.
And they make it through turn 1. Now here comes the 10, trying to fight for the lead.
The 6 will keep the lead.
He's got to make it to the white flag for the race to be official.
91 sacrificed his position to help keep that 6 in the lead.
Now 17 up to third. He hasn't been up here all race. Trying to get second from that 10. He's gonna move him. But
Oh.
got the better
Doesn't stick.
Cannot make that stick, and 3 wide to the back for a second.
The 12 good.
Now the 10 losing time to that 6 who's just pulling away at this point.
And he's really nearing the end of a winless streak.
Look at the 17 going. Wait, is the 10 out? How'd the 17
No, he's
get
not.
that much of a run, man? Man, that 17
Sent
made
it.
a power move. Sent it on the inside of the 10, and that gave him second.
Are you silly? You're still gonna send it.
Oh wait, he's
Some
going
people
way
out
Oh,
of fuel.
he's gaining even more.
Wait, I think
Oh,
the 6 is out
six.
of fuel.
He's out
The
of
6
fuel.
just ran out of fuel, and the 10's out of fuel as well.
And that's gonna be the
91's out.
winless drought. That's gonna be the drought of the
Oh,
6
boy, don't run into
continuing.
Oh boy.
And that is some heads up driving by these other drivers.
Oh, but will they
The
make it
88's
back?
also out. The 91.
Yeah, the
Can
91
they
as
make
well.
it to the end? Because
Oh,
they might be
17's out.
stopped.
The
The 17's out of
This is
fuel.
going to be something.
They were not accounting
The 35's the
for.
leader.
They were not accounting for
spinning.
yet another research. They're pitting now.
The 18 takes the lead.
They were not accounting for yet another pit.
This is gonna be a finish of the ages.
They
White
were
flag.
only accounting for one overtime. The 18 making another stop is going to be what wins him this race if he has enough.
Let's see if it's gonna be a few more.
Since Zawolf has something to say about it.
Yeah, Zawolf in second.
What about the 51 who made it
51
up to
as well.
third?
Yeah.
We did not expect that to happen.
The 6 just basically ran out, and there's cars stopped.
They're still driving,
Oh,
but they're
that-
going uphill,
Right there.
and they're stopped.
And they're
So
dead
they'll
stopped.
Yeah, they're dead stopped.
They're gonna be
We're
stuck.
gonna have to throw a caution for that.
Yellow
Still
flag.
be a race back.
Yeah, still a race back to
It'll
the
be a race
finish.
back to
but
the
they
yellow
gotta
that's
be
going to
careful.
determine the race.
Oh.
These guys have to reset before these guys get there.
17 did it.
Looks like they're all gonna reset.
They've got to be
eventually.
careful. Yeah,
What
they're
the
just getting out of the
hell
way,
are they
maybe?
doing?
There's a
Just
10. There's a
it's done
Ten's
it.
moving again.
the 10. The 91 is about to reset. The 88 was about to reset as well.
They're approaching them really quickly.
So they all reset. They all reset. So now it's the battle for the lead.
And I think the 18 has it.
And coming to the final corners.
And again,
18 of soccer.
Nobody saw this coming for a finish.
fuel drainage might strike again. We don't know.
Let's see it here. Can he just make it through the final corners? I think he has enough.
Oh, almost.
Slowed up a little bit. I don't know.
I mean, is he gonna
If you're on fumes, then you really don't want to
get
be
into the
running
line,
out
Soccer?
when you're
Get
going
into the
uphill.
line.
Can he make it?
And I think he's got it. And now
He's
final
got the
corner.
victory at
What a
hand.
run and what
A
a
victory.
finish.
Win at Road America, and it'll go to soccer.
And the timing
Down
for
the
that to
front
happen,
stretch, soccer wins at Road America.
that was definitely the crew chief.
And Apache pulls back for a top 5.
Maybe that was the crew chief. After pitting way later, realizing we should really just have a strategy just in case we have a second pit stop,
What a
a second
finish.
overtime.
That
The
was
Not
number
just a
18
finish,
Monster
what an
Energy
overtime
Supra.
restart.
what a race.
Yeah, but definitely an overtime restart that was clearly one to be witnessed.
And something distracting from that, there's a fight in the garage area
Boy, here we go.
between the 90 and the
Oh, man,
56.
my reshade's working again. So,
Timing of that.
wow, what a win for that 18. What a win for Jordan NASCAR team. That's one of their first wins. That's their second win in the Shell Series, I believe. And now it's not just one of their cars winning, it's both their cars getting a win. Man, that was one heck of a race.
Now you see why we should go back there next season.
Well, yeah, I think it was the best choice to go back to Road America.
What? That's still. Oh my
I meant to
god.
say, this is the right choice over Road America, over Bahrain, honestly.
Alright, well, now that I'm a dip, I got a watch party to attend.